Good morning. This is Rich Nelson with Allendale. Special update. This is November 9th of 2023. USDA's monthly supply demand report was released here this morning. And as far as corn, domestic balance sheet was a little negative here. Yields were raised from 173.0 bushels per acre last month, now 174.9. So a bit higher production than the trade expected to see as far as these changes on the ending stock side after filtering through with some good increases for demand for an offset. Looks like ending stocks were raised from 2.111 billion bushels last month, now 2.156. Still a significant increase from last year's 1.4. As far as the world balance sheet on corn, no major changes. Argentina left unchanged at 55 million tons. Brazil left unchanged at 129. Keep in mind for South America, it's still very, very early in the season to be making significant changes here. So not a big surprise for USDA standing pat on these numbers. The Chinese corn crop was also left unchanged at 277 million tons. So no big surprises for the world balance sheet here. As far as soybeans on the domestic side, USD did raise yields from 49.6, now 49.9. So a 0.3 bushel per acre increase, relatively close to the trade expectations. As far as the numbers on demand side, offsetting this light production increase, there was no increase for crush and also no change for the export side as well. That left ending stocks moving from 220 million bushels last month, now 245. So a bit of a surprise on this one here, a bit higher than trade expectations. As far as the world balance sheet, Argentina left unchanged at 48 million tons. Brazil left unchanged at 163. Again, as with our comments with corn, it's still very, very early in the growing season to be making any serious changes yet to South American production estimates. As far as China, well, USDA left their numbers unchanged as well for both production as well as imports from last month's report. As far as the domestic wheat side of things here, we did see in this case a light increase for 670 million bushels last month, now 684. The trade expected really no change in these numbers. And this came from a 10 million bushel increase for imports and a light decline in some of the other categories for demand as well. As far as the world balance sheet on the production side for our competitors, looks like USDA did finally lower Argentina from 16.5, now 15.0. As far as the numbers for Russia, we did see a significant increase there, 85 to now 90 million tons. Now, this is not unusual. Keep in mind, Russian government says 93. So USDA is more or less catching up with where most of the other trade has been as well. As far as other changes there, looks like we did see India drop from 113.5 million tons last month, now 110.6. Keep in mind the U.S. Ag Attaché to India recently suggested 106. So there might be further declines for USDA's official India number. And wrapping up our discussion, looks like Kazakhstan, their production was lowered from 13 to now 12 million tons. So we did see some moderate changes. Most of these probably are in the trade expectations as far as wheat. So overall for corn, we'll call this a lightly bearish report. Soybeans, we'll call this lightly bearish. And also for the discussion on wheat, we'll call this lightly bearish as well. Any questions on how to market crops in this environment, how to trade speculatively in this environment, give Allendale a call, 1-800-262-7538. Thank you.